Welcome to another edition of Canton Contact. I'm your host, Peg Stevens. My first guest today is here to tell us all about the Canton Farmers Market, which has already kicked off its regular season. Joining me now with all the details about this very popular weekend destination is Canton Farmers Market Coordinator, Beth Hurley. Beth, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Well, why don't you start by telling us where and when the Canton Farmers Market is taking place this season?
So the Canton Farmers Market is Sundays only at Preservation Park, and we're there from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Excellent. Now, is this rain or shine, or do you do something special if the weather is inclement?
Rain or shine, we are always there.
Excellent. Now, what type of vendors are participating this season?
We have pretty much every kind of vendor you can imagine. We have everything from leather goods and woodworking to produce and jewelry makers. So we have a little bit of everything and lots of different food. We have all sorts of great kinds of food, and we have food trucks that come in and out each week so that we can change things up a little bit. We have a coffee vendor who's there every week. But if you want to know more about what's going to be there specific to each week, you can go to cantonmi.gov and search the farmers market.
Excellent. Now let's talk about maybe some potential new vendors who've joined the market.
We have all sorts of new vendors this year too. We have a vendor who freeze dries candy. So freeze dried candy. We have fruit roll-ups. We have pottery. So we've added a lot of new different things, a lot of different artisans, a lot of different foods, and it changes because not everybody's there every week. So if you miss a week, you might miss something real yummy.
Absolutely. So make sure to come every weekend.
Yes,
right?
Exactly.
Now let's just talk a little bit about the produce, because I know the market just kicked off, but as the temperatures will start to rise, you'll expect more and more produce, correct?
Right. Yes. As the seasons change in Michigan, so right now we're still in the early cold weather, so a lot of potatoes and things like that, a lot of ground sort of produce. But then it'll change up and we'll have like more strawberries and cauliflower and a variety of different things.
I know I'm looking forward to the corn this summer.
Yeah, well, yes, everybody looks forward to the corn.
So what can we look forward to, some of your returning favorites, amenities? I know, are your Master Gardeners coming back this season?
So we will have our Master Gardeners. The Master Gardeners have already started, and right now they've got the seed library out so people can come and trade things out and try some new things. We also have the Historic Society who's there. We have a musician that plays each week on the porch. And this year we've added the Mod Market, which is a sort of a crafting group, but it is employment opportunities that are for special needs adults, and they come and they offer their things, and they will be there different weeks, but not every week.
Oh, excellent. So they have, it sounds like merchandise for sale, is
right,
that it?
Yes, that different artistic things, so paintings, crafts, things like that they make.
Wonderful. Now you mentioned entertainment. I know every time I go, I'm so impressed with the musicians that perform. Tell us a little bit about that.
So we have a variety of different musicians. One of the special things that we have this year is on August 18th, we're going to do a Kids Day. And so we're going to have a musician that comes out and is very kid-centered, very kid-centric. She has a song called The Cat Came Back, which just cracks me up about this cat that, you know, travels everywhere. And still she can't get rid of it. So we're going to do a Kids Day on August 18th. But in general, we have a variety of different artists, different musicians that play, but a lot of guitar music.
Wonderful. Now you've given me an excellent segue to talk about kids' activities. I understand that you've launched something this season.
We do. We have the Kids Produce Club, and that is for Michigan-based produce to be taught and tasted by kids. A lot of pre-K through kindergarten, elementary school age kids. They can come. They'll do coloring pages. Our chef will prepare different things based on the week and what we're featuring so that kids can try new things with their peers where they feel more comfortably trying things. It's not just mom and dad saying, oh, you'll like this, like try it. So the chefs will be preparing different things for them to try out.
Oh, wonderful. So if a child is interested in taking advantage of the Kids Produce Club, where should they go? What do they need to do at the market?
So you come every week, every Sunday. Again, we have different times where it starts, but it's under the pavilion, and the chef works under the pavilion. The moderators are underneath the pavilion, and we also have the trees and bushes planted on the premises, so the kids will be able to go out and visit and see the progress of the life cycle of the plants as the produce is growing throughout the season.
Oh, how exciting to have that so close.
It is. That's very exciting.
Now, you mentioned your chef, so I understand you're bringing back the cooking demonstrations. What can you tell us about that?
We are. So we have Chef Ramon this year and his wife, Chef Terry, and they are coming out and making things for the kids club and things for the grown-ups to try out, and it changes every week. So again, if you subscribe to the newsletter for the farmers market, you'll be able to see what we're going to be featuring that particular weekend.
Excellent. Now, Beth, we are almost out of time, but I know if folks want more information, where should they go to find out all of the details about the Canton Farmers Market?
So you can go to cantonmi.gov and search Farmers Market and also inquire for the newsletter.
Excellent. And why do you recommend that folks come every weekend to visit the Canton Farmers Market?
Well, we do have a lot of change each week. We have different vendors, some that stay the same, some that change. So it's really interesting to see what new and different things we have as far as vendors and as far as food trucks. And also, you never know like what we're going to feature, what special things are going to come up. So it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
Excellent. So if you wouldn't mind, just recap the dates of the farmers market and where it's located one more time.
So the farmers market is Sundays only from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Preservation Park, which is on Ridge Road in Canton.
Excellent. Well, Beth, thank you so much for stopping by and telling us all about the Canton Farmers Market and why we should go there every Sunday this season.
Thank you for having me.
We will be right back with more Canton Contact.
Get your weekly dose of fresh air, food, family, friends, music, and fun this summer in Scenic Heritage Park, Thursdays, June 27th through August 15th, from 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m., with headline performances beginning at 7. We encourage you to bring your blankets or folding chairs to help you relax and enjoy the shows. There will be a beer and wine tent sponsored by Maraschino's, with 16-ounce beers and 12-ounce craft beers being $5, and 5-ounce wine pours being $6. 100% of these sales will go to GIO Cares Foundation Incorporated, a nonprofit committed to helping those in need with a focus on children, veterans, and the Helping Heroes organization. Events are free to all ages and no pre-registration is required. Concerts will be weather dependent.
Come join us for the 2024 Juneteenth celebration during Liberty Fest, Saturday, June 15th from 3:30 to 10 p.m. at the Amphitheater in Heritage Park, proudly hosted by Canton Township with Jack and Jill of America Incorporated, Ypsilanti, Michigan chapter. Enjoy this year's special lineup of guest speakers, performances, and presentations, as well as the headlining performance by Larry Lee and the Back in the Day Band. Don't forget to shop the Black-owned businesses and vendors featured throughout the celebration. For more information about this annual event, please visit www.cantonfund.org.
Hey Canton, come rock out this summer at Tuesdays Are Terrific. Meet your friends and neighbors for an afternoon of kid-friendly music, food, and fun. Tuesdays, July 9th through August 6th from 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. at the Heritage Park Amphitheater. We encourage you to bring your blankets or folding chairs while you relax and enjoy the music.
First you bite the heads off, then you suck the guts out. Ooh, how your stomach will turn.
Each event is themed and will have amazing dogs, food, and lemonade available for purchase. This event is free to all ages, and no pre-registration is required. Concerts are weather dependent.
Now, take a deep breath and sigh.
Hello, I am Canton Board of Trustee Tanya Ganguly, and I'm here to tell you how you can play an important part in helping Canton preserve and share our community's history. The Canton Commission for Culture, Arts and Heritage has recently launched an exciting project to document important cultural and historical trends in our community over the last 50 years from 1970s to the present. Canton's goal is to create an immersive and educational exhibit at the Village Arts Factory in November 2024 that showcases how Canton's economic and cultural development has been closely tied to our increasingly diverse ethnic communities. An important part of this project will be to include stories and testimonies from our own residents and business owners who have been first-person observers and participants in the cultural shifts that have occurred over the past 50 years. Whether a first or second generation immigrant, store owner, restaurateur, community organizer, or religious leader, we believe that every person has a story to contribute to this project. I would like to encourage everyone to please take Canton's 50-year History Project online survey at www.cantonfund.org and share your story. Thank you.
Welcome back to Canton Contact. My next guest is here to tell us about Canton's 31st annual Liberty Fest, which is coming very soon to Heritage Park. Joining me now with all the exciting details about Canton's most popular summer event is Recreation Supervisor Laura Mortier. Laura, welcome back to the show.
Thanks for having me, Peg.
I understand preparations are well underway and Liberty Fest is fast approaching.
Yes.
When is it taking place this year and what can folks expect?
Yeah, it will take place June 13th through the 15th. That's a Thursday through Saturday of Father's Day weekend. And guests can expect a lot of their regular favorites, right? We have our annual 5K back, our pancake breakfast. We have 2 stages full of jam-packed of entertainment, our international festival, our 3rd annual Juneteenth celebration, as well as Skirback Carnival coming back, which is everybody's favorite. Our food concessions and food trucks. So really all those classics that you look forward to every year will definitely be back. And then of course some of our new things and highlights that we always try to switch it up every year to keep it exciting, will also be there for guests to enjoy.
And speaking of exciting things, I understand that you have some presenting sponsors this year.
We do. We're very excited. This is the first year that we have a presenting sponsor for the entire event. We're really grateful for their sponsorship and their partnership, and that is Mihi's and Pizza Walla. That's located right here in Canton on Canton Center Road. And they're going to be out at the festival too on both sides of the park, bringing a lot to the community. So we're very excited to, have them.
Absolutely. And I understand that they're doing something special Saturday, a certain competition.
Yeah, we're working on that right now. Details are still, working through, but Saturday at the Schoolcraft Live Stage, we are going to have an eating competition. So we're going to get some public officials and some of our first responders and, some of those big names in the community to get up on stage, and maybe even some people from the audience to partake in the competition.
Wonderful. It sounds like it'll be a lot of fun.
Yes.
Now you mentioned entertainment. Yeah. So you do have the 2 stages and you have the one very special one. What can you tell us about the sort of entertainment and who's sponsoring?
Yeah, so we have our 2 stages. We have our amphitheater stage that is on the south side of the park. It's going to have a lot of our, big headliners, because that's a lot of the times where people are going to sit for fireworks or to get food. That's also where our Juneteenth celebration will take place pretty much from 3:30 to 10 o'clock on Saturday with a wide variety of entertainers. But then the neat part too is this year Schoolcraft College again has sponsored, and we've named our live stage after them. So our Schoolcraft live stage will be on the north side of the park. That's going to be home to our international festival on Saturday, several cool bands, and a silent disco as well on Saturday night.
Excellent. For those who aren't familiar with the silent disco, how does that work?
Yeah, it's pretty neat. So we're going to have a total of 250 headsets that you can pretty much walk anywhere around like that big area on the north side, and you get to tune into the radio station you want to. So everybody is dancing and moving around to their own beat and their own song. So while it's fun to participate, it is also very fun to be a spectator of that and watching everybody dance to literally the beat of their own drum.
I cannot wait to see that. And if I'm brave enough, participate. Now, you already mentioned fireworks. When are they taking place this year?
Yep, they will be Friday night again this year. If there is severe weather, that does give us the opportunity to still display them on Saturday. And we are also very grateful for the Michigan Army National Guard. They are sponsoring a lot this year. The biggest thing being our fireworks show is being named after them, as well as our shuttles that go throughout the park that assist guests in getting a little bit closer to their parking spot if they end their day at the opposite side of the park.
Oh, wonderful. So Friday night when it gets dark, we can look to the skies.
Yes, yep, and anywhere in the park, everybody asks, where should I sit, where should I sit? And we promise you that anywhere in Heritage Park is a good spot to see the fireworks.
Excellent. Now, you mentioned Juneteenth is coming back again this year. What can you tell us about that special part of it?
So we once again have partnered with the Jack and Jill Incorporation, the Ypsilanti chapter, and we're really, again, fortunate. We've had a wonderful community groups and businesses support us this year, and that specific event is being sponsored by Weather Guard. We will have community awards that are given out by Jack and Jill, performances by the youth of that program, Learn to Hustle dance, some gospel music, some Motown bands. We're going to be highlighting 10 to 11 Black-owned businesses during that time too. So it's just going to be a really nice celebration for the whole community to partake in, because that story and that history is a part of all of us.
Oh, wonderful. Now, I understand that you're doing something special for kids this year on Saturday. What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, we're going to have a family fun fair that is going to take place on the north side of the park. Again, sponsored by our IHA Medical Group. There's going to be, again, around 10 different local community groups, nonprofits, businesses that are going to set up tents, and they're free activities for kids. So we understand and we get that there's a lot of costs associated with coming to a carnival and food and all of that. So we wanted to provide some opportunities for families for some free activities. So that's going to include Plinko games, face painting, beanbag toss, giveaways and prizes, and that will take place from 10 to 3 on the north side on Saturday.
Oh, definitely the kids should check that out.
Yes. And then connected really close to that are some of those fan favorites that we have, which is our Lego tent. We have our annual Scholastic Book Fair that's taking place. We have our art tent, which will be there all 3 days this year, and the actual DIA is coming to put that on for free for kids. So a lot of things for the families to do that are minimal cost as well.
Oh, wonderful. Now, speaking of fan favorites, I always like to check out the marketplace. Are you doing that again this year?
We are. Our marketplace is, again, named and sponsored by Power Home Remodeling, which we're really excited about. They will also be there displaying. New this year, we really, it's really selected our vendors with thought. We really wanted to create a shopping experience for guests. So the majority of the vendors that will be there this year are craft and artisan. So come with your shopping bags and your money, because there's a lot of really cool jewelry and clothing and art to be purchased.
Oh, well, thank you for the tip. Yeah. No, I understand too that you have another sponsor who's come forward for your rest and relaxation areas.
Yes, yep. So just, again, some of the accommodations that we have to try to make guest experience as easy and as simple as possible. So located on the north side of the park by the bathroom, IKEA has come through again and is sponsoring our parent changing and feeding station. So it's an enclosed private tent where you can feed or change your child. And then also we have an area that's going to be at the front of the park for those with sensory needs. So if you have a guest or a kiddo that maybe it's a little overwhelming, there's going to be fidget toys and headphones and bouncy seats and a lot of information about our therapeutic recreation programs as well. So, and then just a little plug there, Thursday from 1 to 3, it's sensory free hours, so no lights, no music. Great for those with sensory needs or your littles.
Well, Laura, it sounds like there really is truly something for everyone
Yes.
at this year's Liberty Fest.
Yes, there
if
is.
folks want more information and to get the wristbands, which I believe are on sale now at a discounted fee,
Yes.
Where can they go?
Yep, you can go ahead and visit CantonLibertyFest.com, or you can follow us on Facebook for our Liberty Fest page. We're really starting to update our webpage, our mobile app, which they can download as well, and our Facebook pages with everything that is up and coming.
Excellent. Well, it sounds like it's going to be a fabulous Liberty Fest.
Yes, yep, fingers crossed for good weather, and we'll see you out there.
Oh, thank you for stopping by and telling us and giving us the inside scoop about this year's most popular summer event.
Thanks, Meg.
We will be right back with more Canton Contact.
Get your weekly dose of fresh air, food, family, friends, music, and fun this summer in Scenic Heritage Park. Thursdays, June 27th through August 15th from 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. with headline performances beginning at 7. We encourage you to bring your blankets or folding chairs to help you relax and enjoy the shows. There will be a beer and wine tent sponsored by Maraschino's with 16-ounce beers and 12-ounce craft beers being $5 and 5-ounce wine pours being $6. 100% of these sales will go to GIO Cares Foundation Incorporated, a nonprofit committed to helping those in need with a focus on children, veterans, and the Helping Heroes organization. Events are free to all ages and no pre-registration is required. Concerts will be weather dependent.
Come join us for the 2024 Juneteenth celebration during Liberty Fest, Saturday, June 15th from 3:30 to 10 p.m. at the Amphitheater in Heritage Park. Proudly hosted by Canton Township with Jack and Jill of America Incorporated, Ypsilanti, Michigan chapter. Enjoy this year's special lineup of guest speakers, performances, and presentations, as well as the headlining performance by Larry Lee and the Back in the Day Band. Don't forget to shop the Black-owned businesses and vendors featured throughout the celebration. For more information about this annual event, please visit www.cantonfund.org.
Hey Canton, come rock out this summer at Tuesdays Are Terrific. Meet your friends and neighbors for an afternoon of kid-friendly music, food, and fun. Tuesdays, July 9th through August 6th from 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. at the Heritage Park Amphitheater. We encourage you to bring your blankets or folding chairs while you relax and enjoy the music.
First you bite the heads off, then you suck the guts out. Ooh, how your stomach will tear. Oh,
Each event is themed and will have amazing dogs food and lemonade available for purchase. This event is free to all ages and no pre-registration is required. Concerts are weather dependent.
Now, take a deep breath and sigh.
Hello, I am Canton Board of Trustee Tanya Ganguly, and I'm here to tell you how you can play an important part in helping Canton preserve and share our community's history. The Canton Commission for Culture, Arts and Heritage has recently launched an exciting project to document important cultural and historical trends in our community over the last 50 years from 1970s to the present. Canton's goal is to create an immersive and educational exhibit at the Village Arts Factory in November 2024 that showcases how Canton's economic and cultural development has been closely tied to our increasingly diverse ethnic communities. An important part of this project will be to include stories and testimonies from our own residents and business owners who have been first-person observers and participants in the cultural shifts that have occurred over the past 50 years, whether a first or second generation immigrant, store owner, restaurateur, community organizer, or religious leader. We believe that every person has a story to contribute to this project. I would like to encourage everyone to please take Canton's 50-year History Project online survey at www.cantonfund.org and share your story. Thank you.
Welcome back to Canton Contact. Joining me now to tell us about some very unique opportunities that are available this summer at the Village Arts Factory is their programming director, Kevin Ryan. Kevin, welcome back to the show.
Thanks so much for having me, Peg.
I understand that you have a great selection or variety of exciting activities and events. I know you're going to be very busy this summer.
That's true.
Why don't you start by telling us about your Yoga in the Village?
Peg, I'm so excited that this program is returning for its second year in Cherry Hill Village. The Village Arts Factory will be hosting these free community yoga flows on the lawn of the Cherry Hill School on select Thursdays throughout June, July, and August. Last year was our first test drive of this yoga series, and it was a huge success. So many people who live in and around the Cherry Hill Village community loved being able to walk there and enjoy a yoga flow for free outside in that beautiful area. So we brought it back this year and expanded it a little bit. And so we'll have 10 sessions throughout the summer, a free event for the community, and all fitness levels are welcome, even if you've never done yoga before.
Oh, wonderful. So how does it work in terms of the weather being iffy?
Yeah, so this will be a weather contingent event. And if there is rain or the chance of rain, or even if those pesky Canadian wildfires come back this summer, we will notify everyone on our website and through Facebook if we're not able to host the event. Safety first, of course.
Oh, well, it sounds like a great opportunity to take advantage of the good weather when it's here, and for free. That's wonderful.
It is. And all they have to do is bring a yoga mat, or if they don't have a yoga mat, even a beach towel will work fine.
Oh, good to know. Now, I understand that you're doing something special for Juneteenth this year. What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, we're hosting a very interesting and exciting exhibit at the Arts Factory. It's called Black and Light, and it's a photography exhibit that's featuring some really incredible work by two of our local artists, Gavin Beckford and Danielle Reeves. Something interesting is Gavin actually works for Canton Township with us. He's the Economic Development Manager, and it just so happens that he's also a fantastic photographer. And so after discussing what we were looking for a Juneteenth exhibit this year, he agreed to join forces with us to put on this exhibit. So we're thrilled that he'll be participating with us. The opening reception for the public will be held on Wednesday, June 5th from 6 to 8 o'clock at the Arts Factory. Completely free event and open to the public. It's a really great chance to check out the gallery exhibit, to meet the artists, while also enjoying some free food.
Excellent. And how long will that exhibition run?
That'll run from the beginning of June, around June 3rd, all the way through the end of the month.
Oh, wonderful. Now, I also understand that you are involved in a special project that has an historical aspect to it, your 50-year cultural retrospective. What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So the Village Arts Factory has partnered with the Canton Cultural Commission to put on an exhibit this November that highlights a 50-year retrospective of Canton that sort of follows the cultural and ethnic diversity trends that have been flowing through Canton since the last 50 years. Looking at business owners or immigrants or communities who are moving to Canton and what their experiences have been like, and how Canton has changed in the last 50 years, and how this cultural diversity has really added to our tapestry of who we are as a Canton community. So as part of this project, we're inviting the community to fill out surveys or offer their personal testimonies and stories about what they've noticed or they've experienced in the last 50 years as a Canton resident. And then all of that will be culminated into a beautiful art gallery exhibit that will be hosted by the Village Arts Factory in November.
Oh, excellent. So if I'm understanding correctly, you're looking for point of views from people who maybe going back to the 70s?
Yes, from 1970 to the present, people who have moved or lived here since that time, and who can share their stories about it, what it means to live in such a diverse community.
Excellent. And how do folks take part in that?
So the survey has been posted on a lot of the Canton Township Facebook pages, as well as the Village Arts Factory Facebook page. You can also go to the Canton Cultural Commission's webpage at Canton Township's website, or they can visit the Village Arts Factory, where it's also been posted on our website at villageartsfactory.com.
Excellent. So it sounds like a great opportunity for folks to share their experiences living in Canton.
Absolutely. It's a wonderful opportunity.
Wonderful. Now, you are bringing back one of my favorite events,
Yes.
your concert in cars. Tell us about that.
Yeah, this has been a great event for us, and it's really become a fixture of the summer calendar for the community. The Village Arts Factory throughout July and early August on Wednesday evenings will host local car clubs or local car groups to come and show off their cars in the parking lot at the Arts Factory there. But also we'll have a live band, we'll have food trucks, some kids activities, and then the Arts Factory will be open so people can browse the artwork that's in the gallery or go visit some of the artist studios. It really is a wonderful event that it includes a lot of the wonderful elements of being in this area, right? Cars, art, and music. I mean, what's better than that?
Oh, absolutely. And speaking of art, I understand that you have a special glass fusion workshop?
Yeah, we've been partnering with a local glass artist, Lori Freeman, and she's a wonderful teacher who teaches glass fusion art. We had our first glass fusion class a couple weeks ago, completely sold out. The participants absolutely loved it. So we've scheduled 4 and 5 more of these workshops throughout the coming months. For anyone who's interested in registering for these classes, they can go to the Village Arts Factory website or follow us on Facebook, where we've posted the registration links and the costs and the dates as well.
Oh, wonderful. Now, do you have to be an experienced artist, or can you be kind of an ingenue, a newbie?
Yeah, you could be a complete novice. She's really wonderful at showing that art and glass is accessible for anybody. So any level of experience with glass art, from zero to being really good at it, are welcome to try it out.
Excellent. We are almost out of time, but if you wouldn't mind just telling us about your movie night that you have coming up.
Yes, on August 2nd, we'll be hosting an outdoor cultural movie experience for the community, again on the lawn of the Cherry Hill School. We'll have a big movie screen, and we'll be showing the Disney Pixar movie Coco, while also exploring some of the cultural themes for that movie, including Mexican food, Mexican dance and music, and also some cultural craft activities for the kids.
Oh, and if folks want more information about all of these things that you've covered today, where should they go?
Yes, well, first of all, they should follow us on Facebook, Village Arts Factory. We post every single day and keep it updated all the time. And they can also visit our website, villageartsfactory.com.
Excellent. Kevin, thank you so much for stopping by and giving us the inside scoop about the Village Arts Factory.
Yeah, it was my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Well, that's going to do it for this edition. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time on Canton Contact.
This program has been produced by Canton Community Productions.